We see how much he cares about adding to the accolades. That's why LeBron James is going to be the next player head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers.
This is Sharp Money with Patrick Meagher on VSiN, the sports betting network.
Palm leads 6-4-1 over Dustin Swedelson. Palm again won the coin toss backstage. And here's where we're going to start. Easy. Hockey. The Stars laying $1.25 or the Oilers plus 105 on the series?
No, Stars and lay the 120. I'd lay 170 with the Stars, to be honest with you here. First time these two teams have met in the playoffs since 2003. That's hard to believe. Stars do not have the rest disadvantage that they did against Colorado, the brutal VGK 7-game series. They blow game one there. They have the rest advantage now. 6 days between games for them were only 2 for Edmonton that needed 7 to finish off Vancouver. I think the big difference is 2 things. The depth. The Stars roll 4 lines deep. They have 6 defensemen compared to Edmonton, who's so reliant on that one line. And then the big advantage between the pipes with Ottinger, who's got a 209 goals against average, versus a redemptive Skinner, who's still giving up nearly 3 a game in the playoffs.
Look, I know I can't, with Patrick as the judge, say the Oilers, so I have to say the Stars. And look, Dallas can play any way you want it. They have a good combo of vets and some up-and-comers. Johnston, Robertson, Ben, who's a guy I know, Sengun I remember watching. Lockdown defense, third in scoring. They don't take many penalties. They have the advantage in net with Ottinger. All that's irrelevant. The key is Edmonton's from Canada. Canada's a soft country, Mike. Name the war Canada has won. The only reason the U.S. doesn't take over Canada is because it just feels like a lot of work to figure out how we're going to divvy up that land. Canada's not coming through in a big spot.
Okay, big guy, you're next. Who should be the next coach of the Lakers?
This is an easy one, and it should happen. I don't know if it will. LeBron James cares about his legacy. And LeBron James is always hiring coaches and firing GMs and making moves behind the scenes. You look at what he's accomplished. I mean, leading scorer, 40,000 points, won 4 rings, 3 teams. He's now played longer than Jordan. He won the in-season tournament this past year. We see how much he cares about adding to the accolades. That's why LeBron James is going to be the next player head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers.
The answer, Patrick, is David Adelman, Rick Adelman's son, who had a successful career as a high school basketball coach in Portland, went on to become a player development assistant with this Timberwolves team, spent a year in Orlando before becoming Mike Malone's top assistant for the last 7 years in Denver. If there's a blueprint to winning the West, his fingerprints are all over it. David Adelman is the choice.
Okay. Next up, favorite sport, Mike Palm, to live bet and why?
I think it's a very easy answer is soccer, Patrick, and because here's the key for me to live betting. The game has to be played at a pace where the scoring isn't so frequent that you can day trade your values, right? It's very rare in soccer that there's going to be a goal and it won't give you a chance to come back and either get off your position or give you a chance to create a middle or to monetize your position. The other sports are very difficult in that regard because the scoring is frequent. That's why I fell in love with soccer from the in-game perspective.
For me, it's the NBA because you're just always a mere seconds away from a 10-15-0 run in the NBA. You can add to a bet. You can get off of a bad bet. You can middle a lot of bets in the NBA. But also, more importantly, your bet is never really dead and out of it if you get down early in the NBA. Just look at what happened over the weekend. We've got Denver, the defending champs, at home. If you bet Minnesota, Minnesota comes back and wins that game after the Nuggets blow a 20-point lead.
Dustin Swedelson, I'm interested. Bitcoin, I'm sad I didn't buy, or that's a scam?
What good is computer money when the impending apocalypse hits us, Patrick? How will you log in and collect all the coins you have there to pay for things? Y'all can have your computer money. You can have electric cars. I'll be ready for the end of times with gold. That's the thing about Bitcoin. It will never be gold. Gold will always be important because gold is what the Anunnaki came down and mixed with a primate to create human beings, and that's how we came to existence, how we are. Gold will always be the currency over Bitcoin, so no, it is a scam.
I'm not sure what Dustin said the last half of that answer with the monkeys. A lot of monkey business that answer was. I agree with him on the gold standard. I don't think we ever should have went away from the gold standard. It is a pseudo commodity. It is only good as a collectible if the thing upon itself has some value. Otherwise, it's a bubble just waiting to burst with no intrinsic value. It should be a gambling contract. You should have to sign a contract that says whatever I'm purchasing, I am 100% aware I'm gambling that this will be worth nothing.
Look up the Anunnaki.
I don't know. That's very strange.
Mike Palm, this is an interesting one. Outside of looks, the most important quality for a life-term partner is?
Honesty. Patrick, no relationship can be worth anything if there is not honesty. When I do job interviews here, I give the candidate 5 qualities: determination, patience, intelligence, strong communication skills, and honesty. And I ask them to rank them 1 through 5 in the importance in completing their job successfully. Anybody that doesn't rank honesty first or second has not been hired here, at least not under my watch.
Yeah, I concede. I don't have anything else I'm looking for other than looks.
By the way, at Circa, the job interviews are different than at VSiN because they said, would you get Michael Lombardi coffee? And I said, yes. Next, Mike Palm. Excuse me, Dustin Swedelson.
Please.
Best day of the week and why?
Oh, this is like my favorite question of all time. So, first of all, it can't be Tuesday. Tuesday's easily the worst day of the week. Well, then would it be Wednesday? Wednesday, you're halfway through the week, but you're still far away from the weekend. You can see where I'm going here. It can't be Monday because you're just coming off of the weekend. Even though you have a clean slate to work with for the week, it has its pros, but it can't be the best day of the week. Thursday, the best thing you can say about Thursday is that it's the day before Friday. It can't be Sunday, because Sunday is the end of the week. You get the Sunday scaries. So we're down to Friday and Saturday. Friday, you still have to go to work that day. It is a weekday. You don't get the full experience. Saturday, you are in the weekend mindset with still plenty of weekend on the back end to live through. That's why Saturday is the best day of the week.
When asked by Holly Rowe about her team's victory immediately after vanquishing Caitlin Clark and the Lady Hawkeyes from Iowa to win the national championship, Dawn Staley said, "We serve an unbelievable God. And on Sundays, indeed we do serve an unbelievable God." Now, for those of ye of little faith, let's go with the NFL on Sundays for 5 months of the year. Let's talk about European football starting at 3 a.m. on the West Coast on Sundays. Let's talk about day baseball, where we have a full slate on Sundays. And let's not forget 36 weeks a year we get a full card of Argentinian football on Sundays.
Mike Palm, deserted island. You have all the water you want. What's the one other drink you want for a lifetime?
Well, it's got to be 2% milk, Patrick. It provides you the calcium that you need in your diet, vitamin B, vitamin K, phosphorus, and 13 essential nutrients that provide a balance of both protein and carbohydrates. Simply, it has the most nutritional value of any other drink.
So lemon lime Gatorade is my single favorite drink on the planet. That would usually be my choice here. I'm going to go slushy. I don't even like slushies that much. But you know what I need if I'm on an island? I need ice. That guarantees I get ice. I have the ability to cool down. I don't get overheated. I don't know what kind of shelter I'm working with here. I can also store things with the ice from the slushy. So I'm going to go with a slushy as my drink I would take on the island.
All right, look, boys, I'm not going to sugarcoat it this week. Do you have do either of you want to take a guess why it's not going to be sugar-coated?
No.
All right. Well, Samas just wrote, I would have swept the big guy this week in Palm versus the big guy.
Focus on the Belmont.
Mike
Samich.
Palm almost did 4-1 with 2 pushes.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, that was. Dustin, I don't even. We might have to have an off-air discussion.
No!
I mean, you were bumbling and fumbling. You were struggling. You brought in a monkey.
That's a lie! Look up. You're all sheep. You don't look up of how we got to be in our existence. The Anunnaki, their atmosphere needed to be protected with gold. Earth was the only place they could find the gold. They
Entertainment still matters, not just
human
Google.
beings.
I mean, that was. Look, you can argue it all you want. Did you feel as though you won it this week?
My days of the week answer was better. My hockey
Days
answer
of the
was
week,
better.
you started with everything that wasn't the answer. You barely got to the answer.
Days of the week to Mike. I gave
clearly.
Stars Oilers to Mike. I
Clearly.
actually gave you the Lakers coach, R.I.P. to Rick Adelman. Live betting I did give to Mike. Bitcoin, I pushed it. as far as the honesty and resume, I gave that to Mike. Day of the week, I gave to Mike, and push on drink.
There's only one answer I lost, and that's because I conceded. I can't sit up here and tell you I don't care about looks. It's the only thing I care about.
It was a clever approach, and it saved us some time.